Hey everybody, Brannon Beliso here. I hope you can hear me okay. I'm here at the gym, so I'm going to keep you with me tonight just because I need to. I got a lot going on, so I thought we'd do a Success Never Sleeps right here. While I'm working out, I'm giving you a chance to get on. As you come aboard, please say hey. I love it when you talk to me. And I know who's out there hanging out with me tonight. So as you come aboard, hey Ricky, all the way from Australia, sir. Got your message about posting a full Excellent Kids workout in about 2 weeks. We'll be on focus. So I will post a full workout then. We'll actually videotape it for you and we'll see how that goes. Cool? What's up, Don? Hey, sir. How's it going? Uriel, my sister Lorraine, you're there? Man. As you see by my last post, my new book is out. For those of you who ordered an autographed copy, I will make sure to get that done in the next couple of days and make sure that I send that out to you. If there's something specific you'd like, those of you who purchased it, do reply to that email that was sent to you when you purchased the book and let me know what you would like me to say. Otherwise, I will passionately fill that in for you and take care of that. Cool? Any of you that's part of the It's Time page, I posted a Mother's Day card. I made up a great Mother's Day card that the kids can color with their moms. The point of the card is not only for them to color this card with their moms, but at the end of the Mother's Day party in the last 15-20 minutes, you sit with the kids and the parents on the floor, and each kid stands up and reads a couple of the things from the card. And the card says, I love my mom because, and you fill in the blank, the favorite thing about my mom is. So it's very cool. It's very, very cool. So I recommend you do this card. When they do this, there's not a dry eye in the room, not a dry eye in the room. So it's very powerful. And so the card is more than just a card. Everything I talk about is about creating experiences that are so memorable that people want to replicate them again and again and again. Hey, what's up, Glenn? Reggie. So, Success Never Sleeps. You're hanging out with me, Brannon Beliso. Please put in your questions. I'm what's called the Stairmaster. Looks like a flight of stairs and you walk up this beast. I hate this thing, man. I'll tell you right now, I hate this thing. But it's great for my cardio. It's great for my heart, so here I am, walking the stairs. So type in your questions, what questions you got for me hanging out. Success Never Sleeps with me. Me? Yep, Brannon Beliso. So I hope everybody's queued up. You'll see lots of posts. It's time at my Facebook page. A lot of people getting excited about the Mom and Me Mother's Day party. It's so odd how many school owners I speak to do not do Mother's Day parties. And instead they'll do a mom self-defense workshop, things like that, and I don't get it. I mean, if we're all about family, everything we do is about family, why would we not do a Mom and Me Mother's Day party? So hopefully the format I shared with you in my Rainmaker webinar last week, and if you need me to send you that link to watch that webinar, please let me know. I'll get that out to you as well. Cool? Hey, what's up, Liam? So I posted the video, the webinar for you to work with, so you can practice, deliver the best Mom and Me Mother's Day party. And I just posted a Mom and Me Mother's Day card. So take that, print it, let the kids color it. There's even room for you to brand it and put your own logo in there as well. Check out that Mother's Day card. It's at the It's Time group page because it was a big file and it's there. So we're going to take advantage of that. Cool? Yes, definitely. I'll send it to you. Evan. Hey, what's up, Liam? All the way from the UK. I love the new design, man. Your studio is going to be amazing. It's breathtaking. Breathtaking. Just phenomenal. You can put a lot of students in there, Liam. That's powerful, very powerful. So come on, critical thinkers. Critical thinkers do not wait, they create, right? They create. I'll send that link to you too, Liam. So what questions you got for me tonight? Success Never Sleeps. This time we're the gym edition. You're hanging out with me in the gym as I walk on the stairs. Like I said, I hate these stairs, but gotta do them, man. You gotta do them. Yeah, I want to get out to the UK. You know, it seems like EFC, they're doing a lot of stuff with Ken, and they bring out Dave Kovar. But someone's got to lead the charge. Someone's got to lead this innovation of service out there, Liam. If you believe in what I say, you believe in what I do, sir. Make it happen. Let's put it down. Let's try to get an event together. When I was in Spain for all of the German school owners, I held down 2 days. I can easily do 4 days. That's the powerful thing. We can talk about anything from staff development to branding to writing content to rotating curriculum. We can cover all of those things, Liam. Chris Malloy, all the way from Australia. We are in the house, folks. We are definitely in the house. Let me make this beast work a little harder. Nick, what's up, Nick, sir? So come on, folks, what's your questions tonight? Success Never Sleeps. I got you here working out with me in the gym. 10:30 at night, something like that here. Help the time go by on this beast. It's 6:30 in the morning here in Brandon. Whoa. 6:50 in the morning? Oh my God. Where are you coming in from, Evan? So talk to me, lay in those questions. Okay, here's a question. Do you get someone to write your content? I write my own content. You know, one of the things I recognized early on, Tom Callows taught me this. John Corcoran taught me this. He's the editor of MA Success magazine. He schooled me on being a writer. I started as a white belt with him. I owe a lot of credit to him. I mention him in my book. He taught me right away that you need to be an authority on what you do. You need to be an authority, Liam, on martial arts. You need to be an authority on nutrition, life skills. You need to be an authority on what you do because you're the architect of your business. So the credibility comes when you write blogs, when you write articles. Anybody will tell you in life coaching, motivational speaking, you need to put out a book, right? So I recognize I needed to become a black belt in writing. So I have a blog. I have a new book out. I've written many feature articles for MA Success magazine. I've challenged myself to do that. So yes, I do write my own content, Liam. I recommend it to everybody. Your level of credibility changes completely. Completely. Reggie, the books are here. They just got here today. I opened up a box at my house. I will sign it. I'm going to autograph those. And I can give you your copy on Saturday. I guess when Miss B is at the school. Shirley, what's happening, man? Don, sir. Wow. England's in the house. Australia's in the house. Come on. Ask me those questions. Success Never Sleeps. You're hanging out with this crazy man. Brannon Beliso climbing the stairs. Awesome. Any books or online courses you would recommend for learning to write? You know, there are. I mean, I like Gary Vee's jab, 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 right hook. I think it's very powerful. I'm reading his book, The Thank You Economy, right now. But above all, as I've really learned, experience is the best teacher. You need to become a storyteller, Liam. And it's much like you can read books and books on martial arts. You can watch videos and videos on martial arts. But when the day's done, you just need to do it, right? You need to practice it. It's the same thing here, folks. I would encourage you to take a journal and just start writing every day. Write stories, right? Throughout history, there's always been great storytellers. Storytellers, whether it's a musician, a poet, a philosopher, they always still told, they told stories. And you want to tell stories. Ernest Hemingway, Mark Twain. Everybody tells stories. Become that storyteller. Hey, Victoria, also from Australia. So yes, I'm reiterating it, Liam, but I'll say it again. I write my own content because nobody can communicate your vision. Nobody can communicate your culture and your why better than you, Liam. Nobody. There's a great book, How to Write Content That Sells Without Sounding Salesy. I forgot who wrote that offhand. That's another one I would recommend. I'm encouraging this too because, of course, all these marketing guys out there don't want you to do that. They're going to tell you don't have time for that. They'll take care of that for you. I don't believe in that. You need to do that hard work. You need to educate yourself. You make that happen. Cool? Talking books. My book's at Amazon right now. It's not in any audio book yet, but we're getting lots and lots of requests. So look in the next month or so. There will be an audio version of this book. Absolutely. What are some ways you can influence your instructors to teach at a level 10? Where would you start? Well, I think the biggest thing, Ricky, is to lead by example. And I know your school is going through a lot of changes. It's going through a lot of growth. And the challenge with it, that is, you probably didn't hire these instructors because they were a good cultural fit. They may have grown up through the ranks with you, and there they are today. I can't tell you how many instructors I started with that are no longer there now, that are simply not there anymore, because of the fact is culturally they never fit what we did. They train with me, but culture, they never fit what we did. So if you're having a hard time motivating your instructors to do things at a level 10, some of the things I might share with them is the best way to lead is by example. Most of the learning children do is visual learning, right? So you must demonstrate things at a level 10. Attitude is contagious. Who's caught yours today, Ricky? That's another one that's, a cliche that's been around forever. Attitude is contagious. Who's caught yours today? And if you guys aren't demoing a technique at a level 10, then your students won't do it at level 10. If they don't have a positive attitude equivalent to a level 10, Ricky, guess what? The students won't have that attitude. And it's infectious. Attitude is contagious. Who's caught yours today? And some of that is learned. You can practice the physiognomy of smiling, the physical stance of the coach's stance. You can practice that. But there's only so much you can do with that. Then you have to ask yourself, Ricky, are they the right person? Because if they're not on board, if they don't understand your purpose and your why, then you're like pushing a big rock up a hill. I can't run with teammates like that. Any coach will say, hey man, if you're not giving 100% on this field, get the heck off, right? So I want to be mindful of that. So when you ask me that, how do you get your instructors to perform at a level 10? That may be because they're the wrong person to begin with, sir. And I hope those other tips help as well. I don't mean to be negative about that, but you want to run hard, you want to play hard, and you want to do it with like-minded people that at least come to the table giving 100% with a positive attitude, right? But the young ones, instructors in training, I recognize with my team, Ricky, they are like a bucket, right? Imagine that bucket. And that bucket has holes in it. And as you put information in the top, that information goes right out through the holes in the bottom. You're going to constantly be reminding them, constantly be doing that. And don't think that you're nagging them. If you're positive, like I did that today. I walked in again today, and the bathrooms weren't clean. They must have missed in between classes, so what did I do? I walked in, I cleaned both bathrooms. Then I said to the team, I took care of the bathrooms this time. We need to stay on top of it. Please be mindful to clean the bathrooms between classes. Everybody said yes to over the walkie-talkies. Well, then all of a sudden somebody grabbed a hand vacuum and was vacuuming the school. Lead by example. Lead by example. Yeah, surely we'd like to open in the East Bay a team, a franchise. We might begin branching out in that avenue. So, but there's nothing in the East Bay in the most immediate. Klaus, all the way from Germany. We got Germany. We have England. We have Australia in the house. Ken, down from Anaheim, practical martial arts. Making changes. You had another good night, huh, Ken? I know you did. I saw your posts. Okay, folks, come on, talk to me. What's your next question? Success Never Sleeps, hanging out with me, Brannon Beliso. While I'm waiting for that next question, please, you want an autographed copy of my book? You can purchase it at brannonbeliso.com. It is available for a more inexpensive price at Amazon, but it's not autographed. And the audiobook, look for that in the next month or so. We will do an audiobook on this, I promise you. I promise you. Yeah, we are one, man. One martial arts right there. We're all great. You know, Kung Fu, Judo, Jiu-Jitsu, Taekwondo. We are all one. The brotherhood, the sisterhood of martial arts. And I'm passionate about that. And I'm fighting, you know, some of the behavior of ego and separatism and elitism that seems to perpetuate in the martial arts. We're not going to get stronger if we continue to do that. You know what I watched last night that I do want to address? They had a special on HBO about domestic violence in MMA. You know, the guy War Machine's looking at a life sentence right now. I think Chris Lieber's another one who's going to jail. And did you know domestic violence in MMA is 3 times higher than the NFL and like 50% higher than the national average? It's insane. And I believe with the popularity of MMA and everything there, we still need to be mindful as martial artists to promote the other end of it, that integrity, that self-control. You know, the thought of hitting a woman would never enter my mind. And so to do that, to have that lack of control, is a pretty sad place to be for anybody. MMA, NFL, or otherwise. So that, I think, is some of the things we're overcoming. Speaking to my buddy in Germany, where a lot of people still think that martial arts is Neanderthal and it's violent, you know, things like the UFC and this domestic violence stuff doesn't help. Doesn't help. So, even more so, in our martial arts schools, we need to preach, live and teach the life skills and values that we perpetuate. Cool? Mike, New York. Mike Kim from New York. So come on, give me the questions, folks. Success Never Sleeps, hanging out with me, Brannon Beliso, climbing the Stairmaster. As I say, I hate this thing. I hate this thing, man. I hate it. But it's so good for my heart. So good for my 55-year-old legs. Write those questions in. Hey Sal, what's happening? Sal was one of the attendees at It's Time Live that we just held in April. All of the seminars will be available as e-products. You can buy them, you can download them, and have them to watch unlimited. Look for those. Those will be coming out shortly. We're just finishing some titling and stuff like that. Okay. Liam's asking from England, have you experienced when you feel you have trained your staff very well and they're doing a great job, but your students ask where you have been and want you to teach them? Absolutely, Liam. That's never going to change. You know, that's never going to change. And you've created that monster. You're a talented individual, and that is why I am passionate to live from the mindset of creating systems to train my team to do it better than me. Better than me, Liam. I just got that on Sunday. I filled in and did a birthday party, and the people there, one of the guests, had a birthday party at our other location. And they said to me, you know, that party was good, but you're so much better. And I shared with them, you know, I had a record deal with Warner Brothers. I sang to tens of thousands of people. I was a DJ, I had 1,500 weddings under my belt. It's no excuse, but you put a 19, 20-year-old kid in there, it's not going to compare. So I really have to work on those systems, Liam, and just be diligent to keep training that team, encouraging that team to get better. But that's a cross to bear that I remember when I first started teaching in San Francisco, I lost 100 students. And I did it in a very, you know, I didn't just cut the cord. I did it gradually, and I still lost students, sir. That's not going to change. We just have to be diligent to write those systems and train the team to do it better than us. Cool? Yeah, Reggie, it is an issue, right? It is, and it's weird because Dana White says 0 tolerance for domestic violence, yet they're allowing guys with domestic charges to fight. It's crazy. Lorenzo, hey, Professor. I can't believe you're working teaching us. That's just awesomeness. I'm not alone then. Yeah, you're not, Liam. You're not. But, you know, you're a pretty charismatic force, sir. You are, right? You're very charismatic. So you just got to keep encouraging your team. Don't ask them to be you, but train them to be better than you. And keep at that. You know, as you're beginning to learn, Lorenzo, by paying it forward, it's coming back tenfold. I'm a huge advocate of paying it forward, Lorenzo. I believe if I give more than I get, in the end, it's all going to pay off. It will. And you're beginning to see that in your own schools, right? The Thank You Economy by Gary Vee talks about that. His example was a guy who had a hamburger joint, right? He said, why give my money to a middleman, right? This middleman that doesn't understand my culture, who I am, who just has a bunch of data that says if we do A, B, C, the odds are we're going to get customers. He says referrals is still the best way for a restaurant. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give that money back to my customers. Simple things like every time they checked in at Facebook and showed it when they were having dinner in the restaurant, they got free French fries. Every 6th time they ate there, I don't know how many times it was, they got a free hamburger. Every quarter, they throw these free events where they're giving away food and entertainment and stuff, you see? So by giving it back to your community, by investing in your community will invest back into you. You feel me? Yeah, well, I don't know if it's awesome that I'm working out and working with you guys, but I think it's more you keeping me company. Because this Stairmaster is a beast, and it's boring. I feel like a hamster on a wheel, man. Yeah, thank you, Liam, sir. I think you're amazing, too. Very much so. Very much so. Next question, you guys. How and when do you know you can move and expand to a bigger location, sir? Well, you know, that's why I'm not into unlimited memberships. If you set up your AB days, Monday and Wednesday, Tuesday and Thursday, we're open 7 days a week in San Francisco. Then maybe you got people coming Friday and Saturday, right? What's going on with that is once you max out your numbers, that's the first thing. So San Francisco, 3,700 square feet, 600 students. That's a lot of students and a lot of classes. Next component, take 2 weeks off, Mike. Can that school run for 2 weeks without you, Mike? Type it in there. Then after that, then a month. During the summer, I take 3 months off from San Francisco completely. And now I'm only there every other 2 weeks to train the team and to teach private lessons, okay? Well, in the location you're in, how many students do you have right now? And how many square feet are you in, Mike? Go. Yeah, I definitely think you need to move to a better location, Mike. But can you afford that? Is that doable? And if you move, especially where you are in New York, you know. So you're at 150 right now in that location. Okay. What's your net after all expenses, taxes? What is your monthly net, Mike? Net. Your bills get paid, money you put away for retirement, paying a team, rent, marketing, all those things. Once they're done, all your taxes, Mike, how much money do you have left over every month? Yeah, see, we were running in 2,200 square feet, Mike. We were running 400 students. 400, sir. It got a little crowded, got a little crazy. But that's an example of maxing out that square footage and netting at the higher level. The minute we expanded and moved to a bigger place, we know rent is one of our biggest costs. So that's going to bite into your net profit, right? Net. And I look at net as what I take home after all taxes, all of my personal expenses, everything. That to me is what I have to open a new school. So I don't think you're maxed out yet, Mike. Not at all. I think you could still get up around 250. And I would start now, though. I would look at a 3-year plan. Start looking at properties in the area. I would talk to my landlord and tell him I'm thinking of moving. Whenever your lease is up. When's your lease up, Mike? So these are all other variables, right? You got it, Ricky, sir. You're very welcome. All the way from Australia. And I'm glad Excellent Kids is really working out for you, sir. Well, A and B day is like Monday and Wednesday, Liam. Or Tuesday and Thursday. So Monday and Wednesday, in one location, we do roughly 5 classes per floor. Now remember, Liam, we're running 3 floors. So not all 3 are always operational. They are on Friday and Saturday. But so a given night, we got at least 2 floors maxing out. So 5 classes on each floor on a Monday. So that comes to almost 10 classes, right? 10 classes, Liam. B day, 10 classes. An average of 20 people in a class. Okay? So 20 and 20 is 40. 40 times 10, that's 400 people, sir. We run 400 people through there on a Monday and a Wednesday, if there's 20 people in the class. Do you get that number? Do that again on a Tuesday and Thursday, and you're at 800. So between all these classes, because some are smaller, right? They're not all at 20. Some are 10. Some of our preschool classes are 6 to 8. We're able to do 600 and I think 13 students right now. Yeah. A-B days work really well. And their B day, for us, will always be sparring. Because value-wise, I want them to spar. So A day is all curriculum. B day, the Wednesday, is all sparring. I hope that helps. Next question. Hey, Greg. Also from Canada, Vancouver, Canada. Yeah, 250, sir. You got 150 now. I believe you can do 250 in 1,100 square feet. You got to be conservative, and you can't allow unlimited memberships, but you can definitely do it. How do I? Well, you have to write that. Okay, Lorenzo's question is, if I do an A-B day, A day's curriculum, how do I work in the sparring? And is sparring part of that rotating curriculum? Absolutely. Whatever self-defense combinations, sparring combinations you're teaching on that B day should be part of their curriculum. They may not be testing out on it because you're sparring every week, but at some point in that 3-month cycle, Lorenzo, 1 or 2 of those tips should be for sparring. I know you run a successful separate beginners class, but to break up your other classes into intermediate and advanced. Yeah, we do beginning classes, we do year 1 classes, and then we do year 2 classes, and then year 3 and year 4. So sometimes we combine the year 2 and 3. We can do that because we have 2 instructors. So, but remember, each level has 3 belts in it. 3 belts. 3 belts. You go to work, Ricky. You go to work and make it happen, sir. Go out there and live your best life. Yeah, rotating curriculum is a beast, man. I'm going to post my handout for rotating curriculum at the It's Time page. And then I encourage you, when it comes out from the It's Time Live, pick up that webinar. We really try to get into it deeper. Once you get it and you see the value of rotating curriculum, it's phenomenal. Liam, I remember you saying to look how to offer 1 day a week. How does that work for the A and B? Max, okay, good. That's a great question. So, I come twice a week. In the first week, on Monday, I do 45 minutes of curriculum. B day is all sparring. Next week I come in 45 minutes, I review, and I test for my tip. So 90 minutes on curriculum in 2 weeks. Now, the once a week student, he comes in his first week, he gets 45 minutes of curriculum. He comes in his second week, he does 20 minutes of curriculum and 25 minutes of drilling and sparring. You see that? So, if I have a student who's coming twice a week, they get 90 minutes of curriculum in 2 weeks, correct? If I'm a once a week student, I get 65 minutes of curriculum in 2 weeks. Everybody following me on that? Type it in if you get that. So then it was a matter of designing curriculum right in the middle of that, where it wasn't too overwhelming and we're rushing through the kid who was once a week, but it wasn't slow and boring for the kid coming twice a week. Just base it upon how much time you have to teach, review, and tip out on that curriculum in a 2 week period. Cool? And then we supplement that, Liam. We do a makeup stripe workshop at the end of every month. So if you don't earn your tip, and you didn't get the 2 tips that month, we're always recommending come to our makeup stripe workshop. We also offer a Saturday morning, 8 a.m. practice class, which is always packed, Liam. And that gives people an opportunity to get an extra workout. We don't charge extra for that, though. So you're not following me. Do you split the class to accommodate the 1 day? No, not at all. Because remember, everybody's working on the same curriculum, Liam. Whether you're once a week or twice a week. You just can't have that once a week person coming to a sparring class on a B day because he won't get curriculum, right? We just had that happen to us. A girl went to once a week and she slipped through the cracks. She was only coming to a B day once a week and was always sparring. So this girl was never getting curriculum. So really, what it's about is making sure the person who does once a week comes to a class, first week, all curriculum. Second week, if they come to a sparring class, guess what? The first 20 minutes, they'll work on curriculum. Then they'll join the rest of the sparring group, and they'll do 25 minutes of drills and sparring. Does that make sense? Okay, what are you asking, Mike? Because of you, I'm going on a 10-day Appalachian Trail backpacking at the end of the month, sir. Got all the staff in place, systems, and keep improving it. No, thank you, sir. Thank you for believing in me to do the hard work and make that happen for yourself. I'm grateful. That's going to be an amazing backpacking trip to the Appalachians. How cool is that? Back to Liam. All right. So you have A and B classes on each day. No, Monday is only A day. Wednesday is all sparring. Tuesday, all curriculum. Thursday, all sparring. Okay? Friday, 1 week is curriculum. Next week is curriculum and sparring. The following week, curriculum. The next week, curriculum and sparring. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday can be a little bit trickier, but we find most people, Liam, that are sparring normally go into an A-B day rotation and they're coming twice a week. Many of our once a week students do not spar. We make sparring optional, Liam, but get this, you can't earn a black belt unless you spar. So at some point by year 3 or year 4, they start sparring. Make sense? So we definitely don't do separate classes. But by default, like I said, most of the once a week students are coming Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The kids on AB, Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, tend to use Friday, Saturday, Sunday as makeup classes. They come to the 8 a.m. practice class on Saturday, and they come to the Stripe workshop at the end of every month. And then, of course, we have private lessons. So there's so many ways to supplement that. But anybody that's that committed, they come twice a week. They do private lessons. They come to the Stripe workshop, and they come to the 8 a.m. practice class. They're immersed. They're so immersed in our programs. Lorenzo, so on B days, after they do sparring, then they remove their gear and do kata and curriculum. No, it's the opposite, Lorenzo. Everybody steps on that floor, all geared up, because that's downtime. I don't want you taking a break in the middle of the class to put on gear or take off gear. If you're a once-a-week student, you show up to a sparring class, you will do 20 minutes of curriculum, and then you will join the sparring class for 25 minutes of sparring. Cool? Yeah, I'm stepping here, sir. I hate this freaking machine. But I did my 37 minutes. Coup, and double coup. All right. What's your next question for me? Success never sleeps. You're hanging out with me, Brannon Beliso. It's about 11 something here in Millbrae. Next is going to be the treadmill. I got to keep that cardio. My cardio is the biggest thing I need to stay on. Now, what if there's only one instructor? Well, then you can't do that, Lorenzo. If there's only one instructor, then that person can't show up to a sparring class and expect to do curriculum, sir. There isn't. Yeah, and the bags are great. I'm glad you invested in those bags, Greg, because they're really great. I mean, they just are, right? Those bags are great. They work really well for what you need. And especially for Taekwondo, that's a no-brainer. All day, every day. For me, that's a total no-brainer for Taekwondo. Yeah, it took a long time. But see, the big thing for me was, folks, and I know you're asking me all these questions, but I really want you to understand this. When you talk about this, I want you to make sure that you understand it's based upon not abandoning your art. Do not abandon your art, please. Do not abandon your art. The big thing is do not abandon your art. And so many people do. They abandon their art, and I think that's lame, right? They just suck it up, and they think the whole solution is to take on some other program because it's so hard to teach what they do. And my answer is, don't abandon what you teach, right? Learn to teach it better. Learn to teach it more proficiently. You feel me? And I'm very adamant about that because so many people do that. Let me put this in a position we can see each other well. All right, there we go. That's good. Oh man, now I'm on the freaking treadmill. Yeah, cardio for me is a big one. I find in the martial arts, a lot of it is bursts of energy, you stop, bursts of energy, and you stop. So it's more like interval training. But sometimes like a good marathon, a good run, you got to get that heart rate up to 65% of your VO2 max and keep it there. I mean, really keep it there. So I'm very passionate about that. So that's why I'm here. Next question, what you got for me? Good, Greg's got sound systems. Yeah, music's important. How many of you are fighters? You train with music? Somebody gave me crap about that. They go, you got music in all your classes. It's white noise. It's in the background. It's there just to support what we do. It's not meant to buck tradition. It's not meant to be disrespectful. It's there as supplementation. Imagine you went to Disneyland and had no music. Imagine if you watched a movie with no sound. Imagine you went to a nightclub, right? And the nightclub had no music. Come on. Music is an ambiance, and it really, really helps the vibe, and it helps the classes. We won't mention about birthday parties or anything else like that. So come on, critical thinkers. Critical thinkers create, they do not wait. They don't wait for some consultant. They don't wait for somebody to tell them the answers. They create the answers for themselves by asking the right questions and gathering the right data on their own. It's your space, it's your race, you got to run it, right? And the thing about that is if you don't, and then you sit there and blame your consultant and blame these guys because it didn't work. No, it works when you work. It's a work because you're worth it. That's really what it's all about, right? Work it. It works when you work it, so work it because you're worth it. That's from a 12-step program, I believe. And it's true. You first have to decide, like I said in this women's self-defense class I taught yesterday at this corporate Technion, you got to decide that you're worth defending. If you know that you're worth defending, you will take the action to defend yourself. Same thing here. Once you decide that you really deserve to be successful, and however you define success for yourself, guess what? Guess what? Then the possibilities are there. Then the possibilities are endless. But as long as you're going to think you don't deserve the best, then it's not going to happen. And then to go with that, as I say, in order to deserve the best, you have to do and be your best. Cool? All right, next question. Success never sleeps. You're hanging out with me, Brannon Beliso. As you saw my post below, the books are in. I'll start signing the autographed copies and mailing them out to you, so look for those in the mail. It's a self-help book. It's about my self-discovery, how I got to this point through the suffering and challenges and hardships I went through to get here, and to show you that the possibilities are endless with the right mindset, with hard work, with never giving up, with always doing your best. All the fundamental key values we teach in the martial arts, they're there, man. They're there. We are worldwide. It's amazing. We're talking Australia, we're talking England, we're talking Canada, all over the United States right now. I am just blessed. You know, I'm not so much on the quantity of people. I'm about the quality of the people that choose to tune in night after night, day after day, because I'm pretty diligent about being there for you every day. That's important. Consistency is the key to quality. And if I'm consistently in your ear, living, teaching, preaching this culture of service, it's going to catch. And if you talk to people that are running service-based martial arts schools now and getting away from contracts and salesmanship, it's amazing, folks. As I say, I sell service. I don't sell contracts. And that's the problem. These guys, these salesmen, they don't care about the product. They really don't. They're concerned about the latest cool sales technique or click funnel or way to manipulate a Facebook ad to get somebody to become a trial, and then how to convert that trial to an active student. They never, ever discuss the quality of the product and the service and creating the Disney experience. I think that's sad, right? I've never been a salesman. I've always been a serviceman. I serve people. That is what I do. Cool? Yeah, I'm stepping it up, Greg. I'm doing my best here, man. Next question. What you got for me? Oh, lots of stuff. Here we go. Oh, good. I'll definitely get you the book, Mike, before you go on your trip. We should do a remote kickboxing class online. You know, we actually have talked about that. Let's talk about innovation. 20 years ago, when the internet just wasn't up to snuff with speeds, I was going, you know what? We should be doing classes live where somebody can log on from home, pay $10 and follow along in the class while someone's teaching it live in your school. But there's something great about getting your butt out of your house, coming in, being around that energy. It just can't be replicated, you know? So it's important. What music software do I use again? I use powermusic.com. Then I go to Click It Mix, where they can mix the music for you, match the beats for beats, which is very important if you understand aerobics and group exercise. Everything's on the beat in many cases, unless it's interval training. Everything's on the beat, so that way you can keep your groups going at a higher pace. Next question, what you got? Let's see, did I miss anything in here? Greg's just having a good time there. I hold my sparring class on Friday evening for those who want. Yeah, that happens too. A lot of schools are doing that now, and I think that's okay. That's okay, Dawn. They'll do their AB day, all curriculum, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, AB Monday, Wednesday, AB Tuesday, Thursday, but it's all curriculum. And then they'll do a designated sparring class on Friday night, because in some areas people don't want to spar. We try to encourage it though on that B day, because I really want people to spar. And the challenge about the once a week for us, just doing it on a Friday, the once a week students are going to miss out on what needs to happen for them. Because remember, we got all those once a week students coming on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we don't want them to miss out. We definitely don't want them to miss out. Next question, what you got? Success never sleeps, hanging out with me, Brannon Beliso. You guys are with me, man. I'm here. We're banging it out. Any other questions? Okay, folks, I think I'm going to leave you then. I'm going to finish up my workout here. I just want to say, remember, do not forget, you are the architect of your business. You are the critical thinker. Do not wait. Create those systems to run your school better. Create the systems to train your team to do better than you. Create the culture. You know, it's very important. Liam, are once a week encouraged to come on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Yeah, pretty much they book that way. It's pretty organic, Liam. They do. They tend to come Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But if they need to do a makeup class during the week, or they want to come to a class that's a curriculum class during the week, and we're not closed, you know, it's not closed because it's at capacity, absolutely, Liam. I find convenience is the big thing. Got to give them, they have to have the convenience in their schedule. They just do. They do. Cool? So getting back, let me summarize. You are the critical thinker. Now, I think the biggest part of my success is that I understand experience is the best teacher. I'm willing to go out there. I'm willing to fall down, scrape my knees, scrape my elbows. I recognize mistakes are probably some of the richest, most important learning I can offer myself. And I can read every book in the world. I can attend every seminar in the world. But when the day's done, practical application, experience, right? Life is your best teacher. Get in there, run that business, make mistakes, and do it with values, vision, and purpose, and have a clear action plan. And I'm hard-pressed to believe that you're going to fail. I really, really am. And I know these consultants hate it when I say that because they think they're going to lose money. I don't. I think if you educate yourself and you're empowered, you're going to seek guys like me out, right? Just like I do. I hit a roadblock. I know so much. I go get more knowledge. I mean, it's there. You just got to want it. Cool? Alrighty, folks. Thank you. Go to BrannonBeliso.com. Get your autographed copy of my book. Go to Amazon.com. Pick up a regular copy. Sell them in your school. My story is something really unique and special, and it might support your culture of service as well. All right? You got it, Greg. You got it, sir. You got it. All right, everybody. I love you. Until we talk again, folks, please, you go out there and live your best life.